Okay, then children, now we are going to discuss why these microorganisms are ubiquitous. Right. When we concern why these microorganisms are ubiquitous, we have to concern why the microorganisms are this widely spread. Why this largely the microorganisms are spread. Right. So now there are a set of reasons why the microorganisms are this widely spread. So those reasons, so the first one is microorganisms are very small type of creatures. They are very small type of creatures. So as they are very small type of creatures, they becomes highly ubiquitous. How? It comes like this way. Just imagine I have two organisms. One is very smaller one, the other one is somewhat bigger, right? Now, in this case, the microorganisms, we have to concern phenomena that is known as volume, sorry, area over volume ratio. Area over volume ratio, area over volume ratio, we normally call it is A over V. We normally call it is A over V ratio. Now, when I concern the bigger organism, that it has a area like this, the volume is very big like this. So, area over volume, it has a very big volume compared to the area. So, therefore, A over V ratio is very low value. Think about this small organism. This is the area, right? And area is quite larger because smaller the size, higher the surface area. You know that. And this is the area, and the volume is this one. So here the A over V ratio is very high value. That means to take whatever the things want in, there are more surface. To release out, to expel out whatever the things unwanted, there are more surface. There are more surface to remove the substances out and to gain the substances in. Not like this. Is it clear? So we can concern that when they are getting smaller in size, right, they have the more surface available to exchange the material. This one has more surface available to exchange the material. This here in the bigger one, it is less. So what happens here in the small organisms, very quickly, I mean very rapidly, material exchange occurs because one cell, only little distance has to be traveled, and then the A over V ratio is very high. So therefore, material exchange rate is very high. When the material exchange rate is high, their metabolism is high. So therefore, their growth is very fast, right? So we have a thing called in the microorganisms, there's a very important point called a phenomena called that is known as generation. What is generation time is the time taken to doubles the number of organisms in the population, not the time taken to double the organisms. Time taken to double the population is called what? Generation time. So microorganisms has very short generation time, right? So you need to know that generation time means what? The time taken to double the. So these microorganisms are very important. That is because the time taken to double the population is very low, so their growth rate is very high.